Hey, welcome to another Daily Dose of Duds. Today will be your first lesson in the 11.9b target. We got three things we're going to do. If you haven't watched the video already, make sure you pause this video and go watch the 11.9b video. Then we've got your DDD work, and when you're done with the DDD work, you will upload the video and the DD work to the 11.9b video spot. Okay. If you're still with me, I assume you're ready. So let's go ahead and take a look at the review today. 4 problems. Take 5 minutes and see how many of these problems here you can solve. I'll go ahead and pause the video and let you work on that. I better make this 6 centimeters right here. I'll just move that down so you know that that's actually the radius. Okay, let's see how you did. Well, if the radius is 6 centimeters, that means the diameter here is 12 centimeters. So 12 times 3.14 would be the circumference. 12 times 3 is about 36. When you divide the exact answer by 2, because you only have half the arc here, it would be 18.84 centimeters. If your radius is 6, pi r would be 3.14 times 6, which is about 113. And when you divide it by 2, you have 56.52 centimeters squared. This one here, kind of a tricky question. You already have the base here because you already have centimeters squared of this rectangular prism. So you just take this, you multiply it by the height, and that's your answer. That's what we've been working on really hard the last couple of days. We're going to continue working on it. Base, big base times the height. This is the big base, capital B, because we already have a unit squared. We just multiply it by the height. A little division problem here. Let's do the old keep change flip. Well, first we'll make this guy here into an improper fraction. So we have 1/6 divided by 4/3, and we keep it. We change the sign and we flip it. A little cross reduction there. You end up with 1/8. Okay, and then this last problem, I'll just move myself out of the way here. Well, if you want to divide this into, I would divide this into a triangle and then a rectangle. So the rectangle is easy. That's the 4 times 13 part. You've got that down. 4 times 13 is 52. But over here, this is the base is going to be 13 and the height is 6. So you have the 6 times 13. That's a triangle. So you divide it by 2. You got 39 plus 52 is 91 yards square. So we're going to be looking a lot at this tent here in the next couple of minutes. And we've got these problems here we're going to look at too. But really what we have going on here are 3 different ways to think about finding the volume of a triangular prism. So we're going to look at them real specifically one at a time. I'm going to start off with which I think is the best way, which is base times height, big base times height. Well, when you think about this tent here, or this triangular prism, the base of it is a triangle. All prisms have rectangular sides. So these are the sides. And this prism here, the prisms are named for their bases. And the base is a triangle on this side. And of course, there's a triangle down over on this side as well. So if we find the area of this triangle in square units, and we just multiply it by the height, we've got it. So that's what we're doing. Big base times the height. So the area of this triangle here is 4 times 3, that's 12. We have to divide that by 2. And another way of writing that, same thing, I'll just use a different sign, just making sure you understand what I did there. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So the base of this is 6 units squared. The height of it, right here, the height of these rectangular sides is 7. Big base, 6, height, 7. 6 times 7, 42 feet cubed. Let's look at it 2 other ways. Really, we're doing the same math. It's just a different way of looking at it. Some people like to do 1/2 length times width times height. So here it is. Here's my 1/2, and then I just plugged in the 4 is the length, the width times 3, the height times 7. There it is. That's really the same as 1/2 times 84, because you would do these here in the parentheses first. 1/2 of 84 or 1/2 times 84, either way, 42 feet cubed. Okay? The last way is really the same thing, but instead of multiplying by 1/2, you just divide by 2. You just take these 3 numbers, 4 times 3 times 7, you multiply them together, and then you divide by 2. 4 times 3 times 7, divided by 2. Now wait a minute. Did you recognize that length times width times height? That's the same way you find the area of a rectangular prism. The exact same thing. The only difference is You're dividing it by 2 because it's triangular. Why? Well, the base is triangular. We divide the base of triangles in 2 because they're only half the area of the corresponding rectangle or square. All right, time for you to try some here. I'm going to keep focusing on big base times height here. So let me go ahead and drop a screen in so you can't quite see it quite yet. We're going to find the area of this triangle right here. Okay, so I've highlighted the base. Can you see the base of it? And can you see the height? Well, what's 3 times 4? There's our 12. We divide that by 2. We've got a base of 6. Here's the other number here. Here's the height of the rectangle. So we just pop that in. Big base times height. Here's the base. Whoops, sorry, I moved that. Here's the base at 6. The height at 6. 6 times 6 is 36 units cubed. Okay? Take a look at another one. Drop a screen here too. Can you identify the base and the height of the triangle? I turned it upside down, but I think you can do it. Not quite sure? How about here? There's the triangle. Here's the base times the height. So you're going to have to multiply these two numbers together. That's going to give you the area of the corresponding rectangle. And then when you divide it in 2, you'll have the area of this blue triangle. Then just multiply it by the height. So let's do it. Triangular base is 50 times 40, which is 200. 200 divided by 2 is 100 units squared. Our height is 1.8. Let's just do the big base times the height then. Here's the volume. Big base was 100 times the height, 1.8, 180 meters cubed. Okay? Time for you to try a couple. Let's get. Hang on just one sec. Alrighty. Let's do this. Go ahead and try this problem here. Okie dokie. See how you did. Oops, where's my base? There's my base. 3.4 times 5 divided by 2. So there's 3.4 times 5 is 17. 17 divided by 2. So the area of the triangle in blue there is 8.5 centimeters squared. So now we just do base times height. Height is 8.6. Big base times height, 73.1 centimeters cubed. Try another. Go for it. All right. If you keep whining about it, I'll give you the blue triangle. Enough already. All right, let's see how I did. Base times height, 7 times 3. What happened there? 7 times 3 is 21. That'd be the area of the rectangle. We divide that by 2, and we got 10.5. That's the area of our base, 10.5 yards squared. Our height is 6. Big base times height, 10.5 times 6 equals 63 yards cubed. I can't stress enough getting to think about the base. It is going to be, I'm just trying to shift the paradigm here because it's going to make life so much simpler for you moving forward if we get this concept down. Less formulas to memorize, because basically the volume of many formulas is base times height. You just have to remember, are you going to divide by 3 because it's a pyramid, or what are we going to do? All right, here we go. All right, time for some independent practice. And you can see I've taken and colored in the bases for you so you can do all these. So number 1 through 9 on a sheet of paper, and I'll go ahead and show you these. I think what I'll do is I'll make them a little bit bigger, show them to you 3 at a time. So here's the first 3. All right, I'll slide down, let you pause the video so you can do 4, 5, and 6. And here's 7, 8, and 9. I'll put myself in the corner. Okay, my friends, that's it. Make sure you take and upload this work, these 9 problems, plus those 2 you-try problems. Upload those to the DDD, along with the DDD work. Upload that along with your video work to 11.9B video to get credit for it. All right, thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.